with this review. If you were not here yesterday, okay, you need to take really, really good notes. Reese, put your phone up. So it says name each polynomial. Sometime today, if you do not have this or you don't have the old sheet and you don't want to do the old sheet, kudos, Rodney's got his. On the back, there's some room and you can write those notes on there, okay? The first 4 or 3, depending on how you look at it, okay, you're going to use all the time in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, okay? We talk about quadratics. We spend a huge amount of time. Same thing with cubic, linear, constant. I don't want to say these are not as important because they are, but you're not going to hear that vocab as much as you do about quadratics, cubics, linear, okay? So, look, it says name each one. So you're going to pick something from each category. What is the highest degree of exponent? 4. So that's going to be a quartic. And then how many terms are there? Quartic, and it's going to be a binomial. Okay, on all these you should have how many answers? 2. Okay, if you don't have 2, something's wrong. Okay, look at 3. What's the highest exponent? 3, so it's going to be cubic. And how many terms? 2. It's a binomial. Okay, look at 5. What's the highest exponent? 2, so it's going to be quadratic. And then how many terms? 2, so it's going to be binomial. Oh, before I forget, Kaylee, you need to get me some of your stuff in. I don't know what you're doing here as of late. I know you're doing it. That's what I know. You haven't turned it in. So make sure you take some time today to do that. Look at 7. What's the highest exponent? 3, so it's going to be cubic. And then how many terms? 3, so it's going to be trinomial. Okay, what about 9? Which is it, Reese? 3, so it's going to be cubic. How many terms? Ooh.
2.
Okay, Trey, what are you looking at? What are you counting?
-5 and 8.
So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is just going to be 1. Okay? But if you were looking at the -5 and the x, then that would be right. Okay? So it's going to be a monomial. Okay, look at 11. Okay, on 11, these all need to be in standard form. What does standard form? It has 2 requirements. Oh, look at my spelling. Good thing I'm a math teacher. Okay, if you don't know, look at your sheet. What is one of the requirements of standard form? Tell us to do. Greatest to least, I'll accept that. So highest to lowest exponents.
ABC.
And what's the other one?
ABC.
ABC order. Good. Okay, so if you look at 11, is this addition or subtraction? How can you tell? The plus sign in the middle is going to dictate that, okay? So, what is the highest exponent here?
4.
4. So, go through with your little pencil or finger or whatever and find all the ones that have x to the 4. Okay, so, right here I got an x to the 4. What else can I put with that?
2.
-2. So, what is -5 and a -2? -7, x to the 4th. Okay, when you have all of these numbers, start crossing some stuff off, okay? Keep your stuff organized. I firmly believe that half of math is just organization, okay? Whether that be with your schedule or like the work, you can't be too sloppy. Okay, so what's the next highest exponent?
3.
3. Okay, go through and mark. So I got a 6x to the third. What can I put with it?
Negative 7x to the third.
Negative 7x to the third. Okay, what is 6 and a negative 7 put together?
1 to the third. 1 to the third.
Sam, go with your gut. What'd you say first? There you go. Negative 1 x to the third. Okay, and then what else?
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
Positive 1.
And a positive 1 is going to give us
Negative 1.
a negative 1. Okay, good. Oh, that doesn't matter. So addition in the order doesn't matter. Vice versa. Okay, look at the next one. Is this addition or subtraction?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. And what do you need to do with the subtraction?
Change that sign.
Okay, which sign, Sam? Let's be more
The
specific.
one in the middle of both the.
Yes, you do.
That becomes
Middle one.
parentheses.
The middle one, okay? So really it's distributing that 1 all the way through, okay? And so we're gonna change the sign. So the first one, yeah, Sam, you were totally right. It's gonna be that one. What about this plus sign?
This subtract.
It's gonna be a subtract. What about this one? Subtract, okay? If you're gonna forget by hopefully tomorrow, then make sure that you write for subtraction. You need to make sure you change those signs. And then now we can add it just like we normally would, okay? What's the highest exponent?
4.
4, so you're gonna have 3 and what?
5.
5.
Come again?
5x.
Nope.
Negative 5.
Negative 5.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and what can we put? Negative 2x to the fourth. Okay, and then we can cross it off. What comes next? What's our next highest exponent? 3. So I got a 2 and
Negative 6.
negative 6. And that's going to give me what?
Negative
4.
Negative 4x to the third. And then lastly,
Positive 8, positive 3. Or negative 8. Positive 8, negative 3.
positive 8, negative 3 to give me what?
5.
5, so plus 5. Good. Can I scroll? Okay, is this addition or subtraction? Subtraction, so we need to do what? Change the sign. So I'm going to have a minus a to the third. What about the 7? Minus and a minus. What's your highest exponent?
3.
3 to the, yep, so 5a to the 3, and what can I put with it?
Negative
Negative a. What's in front of the a?
1.
A 1. Okay, so if there's nothing there, it's a 1. And then it's going to be what?
4.
4a to the 3. What comes next?
Negative 7 and negative 6.
Negative 7a, negative 6a to give me, let's think, if you borrowed $7 and then you came back and you asked me, Miss Henning, can I borrow $6 more? How much do you owe me?
13.
13. Okay, so it's going to be negative 13a squared. Okay, what comes next? 3a and a 7, negative 7a to give me what?
Negative 4.
Negative 4a. What does that a have the power of? 1. Okay, so any a we could write technically with a what in front of it? And to the power of 1. Okay, so ain't no 0a. Don't put 0. Okay, we don't do that. If something cancels out, then it cancels out and there's nothing there. Some of you guys, I told you not to yesterday and you still put just a 0. You can't do that, okay? Okay, 17. What do we do with this problem? There's really no instructions there, so what do we need to do? Not circle it. We're going to combine like terms, okay? There is instructions, but they were on the other page, and then sometimes by the time you get to the second page, you can't remember what you're supposed to do from the first page. Okay, so it said simplify, and so we're going to do that. We need to combine like terms. What can I combine? The 1 and the 9. Okay, now, you guys all know how to do that, but then you forget the instructions, and so you do something silly like circle it, not hating, at least you wrote on the paper, you know what I mean? I can tell you looked at it, you gave it your honest effort, and you circled it. Okay, look at the next one. What type of problem is this? It's distributing, okay? What does distributing mean? It does mean distribute, but what are you doing technically?